It's amazing, okay? Amazing. Today is a great day. Actually, it's a very amazing day, and I'm really proud to be here. I'm really proud to be in this industry that is called network marketing, okay? Now, behind me is our very own tower that is called the Kiwai Tower, which is found in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, which has been curated to be one of the critical network marketing all over the world. You know, I'm very proud for the vision of the founders, okay? Thinking about how to establish this multi-billion company, okay, which operates all over 100 countries, okay, now with amazing product, you understand? So I'm really grateful and humbled to be in this company because the founders, they were not selfish to think about themselves, okay? They were not selfish to think about their own dream, but they were also selfless to think about people in Africa, people in different countries, in Asia, in Europe, you understand? So they can have an opportunity to dream again, okay? So the platform of network marketing is an incredible platform, okay? And I believe this is not a new concept, it's a concept that existed for many years. But this is a platform which has helped ordinary person to achieve extraordinary results. Why? Because it plays with the law of teamwork, you understand? Now, you know, before many years ago, you understand, how we were brought up. We were brought up from being kids, okay? That, hey, you have to go to school, start very hard, okay? Get good grades, get, bachelor. Then after you get bachelor, get a good job. After you get a good job, you buy a car. After buying a car, you build a house. After building a house, you get kids, or you get married, you get kids, okay? Then after that, you're okay. Your life is settled. You understand? And that was the definition of many years ago about success or about becoming rich or successful. And this, it was okay. I cannot say it was not okay. It was an okay idea. But one thing that we have to know, things change, let's be honest. If we look back then again, okay, how our grandfather used to operate life is totally different from the way how we operate life, let's be honest. For example, I remember there are some phases, or I can say the wave of the world, okay? And the world has been going through different phases, okay? And these phases we call, economic waves. So the first one, it was agriculture. When you talk about agriculture, let's be honest, back then, our grandfathers, okay, they didn't have all this technology we have today. They didn't have computers. They didn't have the tech that we have today. What they had, they only had land where they cultivated their crops, and they had animals to keep, okay? So basically they were doing cattle keeping and farming, you understand? And when you were told this person is rich, richness by that time, it means what? Richness by that time, it means somebody who have a lot of animals, okay, and also have a huge land where he can do cultivation. And this person was called rich. Richness was in terms of that. And most of these people who were very rich during those times were the chiefs, okay? They were owning the big land and more cattle, or a lot of cattle that they could keep in their home. But the times change. And the way how people would do transaction during that period of time, it was exchange of goods to goods. It means you exchange maybe cow with crops, you understand? You exchange gold with crops. So that was a kind of life, and that was a kind of business they used to do during back then. But let's be honest, after a while things changed, okay? Then we came to the industrial age. It means what? People, they stopped farming, okay? They stopped farming, they stopped keeping cattle. People started working in the factories. And this seems to be more prestige because it was more professional, and people, they could get engaged in the activities in the factories and get paid the fixed amount of money every single month. And they could use that money to buy their needs or their basic needs. So this was like an advanced way of how to cope up with life. But during this period of time, let's be honest, the people who were very rich and people who made a lot of money, okay, they were not the people who were employed in the factories. Actually, people who made a lot of money, they were the factory owners. You understand? People who owned those factories. And they could make a lot of money because what they did, they had a factory and they used the people to work for them. You understand? So these people could bring a lot of profit for them while they're still sitting somewhere and monitoring their factories. And this is how it was. So that is where labor was born. People were born to become laborers. They start working in different areas. But let's be honest, times change. Okay, so times change, and these times change. When they changed the time, this is a time of professionalism. That where people could now start working as professionals. Okay, so some people, they become doctors, they become engineers, they become pilots, they become, I don't know, lawyers, whatever. So profession was more pronounced in this era. Okay, so people could prefer to go to school. That's where we were told, go to school, get education. Education is the key of life. And that was it. And I'm not saying that is not true. I'm saying it was true during that period of time, because it's only education could give you the privilege of getting the better job, or could give you the privilege of making better money more than anyone in the community. And let's be honest, that's was the time where if you hear somebody is an engineer, is a pilot, is a doctor, you understand, you could admire, you could see, man, I want to become like him. Why people wanted to become like him? Because they wanted to make money. And there was no way to make money rather than becoming in those professions. And that was the life of that period of time. But let's be honest, okay? Who was rich during that period of time? It was not the employees, okay? It was not the employees. People who were rich during this period of time, actually they were the bosses, the owners of the companies. And these were the people who made a lot of money. Because they understood by creating the platform and putting people as employees, they can basically receive the passive income through the activities of these employees. So many people were enjoying, okay, they were given a desk, okay, to sit, okay, and do their activities. They thought this was more professional, this was a prestige. But let's be honest, okay, life has changed from the time of slavery, okay, to this time. This time is called the modern slavery. Modern slavery, it means what? They will not tie you with chains, you understand? They will not put locks in you, they will not put you in the prison, okay? Today, you get the modern slavery, it means what? Still you're gonna go out, still you're gonna walk in the streets, still you're gonna do your activity, but you are slaved. It means what? You have been given a table and a chair to sit there for the rest of your life and to wait for the dreams of the big boss. So this has been the punch, you understand? This has been something that many people couldn't understand, okay? So they thought they are free, or they have freedom, but let's be honest, they're not free. Why am I saying they're not free? Because at the time you're working in that chair, you don't have any right to move away from that chair. You have to do what you're required to do for your job. Because if you don't do the requirements of your job, it means what? You'll never be paid. And many people have been laid out of their jobs because they were not performing what the boss wanted to perform. And this is it, you understand? And I met one of my good friends, okay? This guy was employed someone, okay? You know, when we were kids in school, okay? We used to learn from, to go to school maybe at 8 a.m. We're already in school, we're already in parade, you understand, ready to go for classes. And anytime we could see the headmaster, we could see the teacher, we could learn away from this teacher, okay? Because we know that we're supposed to be in the classroom. So this is the guy who I met, okay, after many years. And we were just having a little bit brunch, okay? But the guy was so conscious with time. And one thing he told me, Andrew, I have to run away, you understand? Because my time is over and I have to return. Because boss always, when we are late, he will kick us out. And I was wondering, how comes? You understand? For many years we have been living. We have been studying, we have been kids, we have been in school. This is the rule we have been living with, okay? We have been learning away from the teachers, we have been learning away from the headmasters. And now we are grown up and still we are learning away from the boss. You understand? For me, this was a shock and it was a wake-up call. Why should I learn after the boss? Why I can learn after my dreams? You understand? So I understood this person still hasn't changed. You understand? He's still using the same old way in today's world, which is the 21st century. And what do we mean by saying 21st century? Let's be honest. This is the world of technology. This is the world of information technology, IT. So many people, they talk about the IT, about the tech, you understand? Yes, you're right, but if you see, we cannot only talk about the tech in terms of being using it in appliances or using it in different devices, okay? We have to talk about information technology on how we operate our life, on how we operate our finances also. You understand? We cannot use the old ways in today's world and expect to get different results. So if we use the old ways in today's world, still we're going to get old results. And this is something that many people haven't realized yet. You understand? So today we are in the world that everything has changed. Many years things have changed. We have been transformed from one point to another point of life. And if I can say simple, okay, when we look 20 years ago, how many of us had phones? You understand? Very few people had phones, okay? Because during that period of time, life was so slow, it was having its own pace. It means what? People could travel miles and miles, okay, to deliver information. But let's be honest, things changed. Today, everyone is having a plastic in his pocket, and this plastic is called a phone. You understand? So this phone has made even life to be more easier, more than ever before, because you don't need to travel to deliver information. You can just deliver information with your finger, okay? You can just deliver information in 1 second and get the reply. So today information has become instant, and this is how it is because life has transformed. So you see, many of us, we understand life being transformed in devices only, but we don't connect the transformation of this life, the technology with our own finance, okay? That's why you see somebody is still complaining life is hard in 21st century, but you see some other people, they're making a lot of money using the platform of today, you understand? And that's how it has proven. People who change are the people who see the success of this era. You see, that's why it has been possible today for a 20 years old, for a 30 years old, for a 15 years old today to become a multi-millionaire. Why and how? Because these people, they are using the platform of internet to make money, you understand? And while other people, they have been working in the field for 20 years, 30 years, okay? Being employed, sitting somewhere, wasting their life, and still they never see that financial freedom. And the question is, the moment you are retired, the moment they chase you from that job, where are you going to start? Or where are you going to stand? You understand? Many people have been frustrated. After they get out of the job, they don't have anything to do. Okay? They are frustrated. They are in the name of their life. They are start searching for opportunities of which they never had a clue about them. And they waste a lot of money and lost a lot of money until they become so frustrated in life. So it means what? Today we just have to understand today is more easy to make money more than ever before. Why? Because the platform today has provided the accessibility of building a business in different area, in different country, and using building the business to get the passive income. And the business that can give you, one of it is a network marketing. Network marketing, this is an opportunity that gives opportunity to an ordinary person without investing a lot of money, like many other industry people, how they do. You understand? Today you want to open a shop. What you want to do? You will rent a press, okay? You have to fix the press. You have to buy the utensils. You have to pay the taxes. You have to do advertisement. Then you have to find customer, and you have to find a chef. And you have no guarantee you're going to become number one in that area or not, or your business will succeed or not, because you're not the first person to have that kind of business in that area. And this has been the trend for many people. They have good idea, they sit with that idea, they implement the idea in their region, and after a while you see the idea has been copied and pasted. And what happened? They get a lot of competition. And what happened? Their businesses collapse. So you find many people, they have been starting traditional business for many times, even 5 times, different businesses. In 5 years, the guy have changed like 10 businesses, and none of the business succeeded. Why? Because they don't understand what to invest at what time. The world has changed. This is a world of technology. This is a world of technology. It's a world of IT. If you are not associating yourself with information technology, there is nothing for you. You understand? Don't complain life is hard. Don't complain about the government. Don't complain about anything. Complain about yourself that you are not changing. You understand? And that's how it is. Today, I remember before what we used to do. What we used to do, we used to go to the post office, okay, to send a letter from one city to another city. And it could take a while before you get a reply. You understand? I remember when I was a kid, we could stand in a line just to go and send a letter. But today, who is going to the post office to send a letter? No one, because you don't need to. There is WhatsApp, there is Instagram, there is Facebook. You don't need to go and stand on the line just to send a letter to another city. You understand? Yes, some people will say, no, I want to do it. Okay. You are not forced not to do it. You do it. But the question is, when do you want the reply? And why do you do so? You get the point? Because we all want to save our time. We are not living forever. We are not forever living here. We have limited time to live. And if we live correctly, we're going to enjoy the life to the maximum and we're going to achieve the dreams that we wanted to achieve. But one thing we have to change. You understand? And this is important. It's like something that I was talking to someone, I was telling, okay, it's never about the seeds that you have on your hands. It's about understanding the season to plant the seeds. Because you can plant the seed in the wrong season and you don't get results. So in order to get results, you have to plant the seed in the right season. And the right season of now is what is network marketing. Especially e-commerce, okay, in the company called QNet, okay, which is a global company having more than 30 brands all over the world, okay, operating and having more than having different way of earning commission, okay. And one of the great stuff here is we work as a team. You are not working alone. Many people, they fail in life because they are there struggling alone. Struggling alone is the battle that you never win. But when we combine ourselves together as a team, we can achieve much and we can achieve together. And not many platforms, they will give you this. Not many platforms, they will give you a sense of teamwork. You understand? Many people outside there, why they don't succeed? Because also, there's no teamwork. Everybody is feeling jealous about someone. You understand? You want to achieve something or you have a secret of achievement. Somebody is not willing to share. Somebody is not willing to give you the secret. Why? Because we live in a selfish world. And by being selfish, there's no way you can succeed. It's network marketing that is giving you the opportunity to work together as a team. The achievement, you can celebrate the achievement of someone because you know eventually he or she, as he has achieved, you will also achieve. Because it's the same process and we help and guide each other. So what I can tell you, okay, don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. It's never about how much energy you put, okay? For example, you want to travel, let's say, from Nairobi to Mombasa, okay? Yes, it's a distance of maybe 560 kilometers, okay? This distance is different from different people. If you use a bicycle, of course, this distance is too long. If you go by foot, it's very long, you understand? But the same distance, if you use an aircraft, this distance is shorter. It's becoming short because you're going to use only 45 minutes before you reach Mombasa. So life is hard, it's not hard. The way we do life, it might be hard. So change the way you do life, okay? And let's be honest, okay? Why other platform people, they don't become successful or they become successful as individual only and they cannot produce success to other people because it cannot be shared. You understand? Yes, you might be rich, but let me ask you, how many members of your family do you make them rich? You understand? How many people in your society do you make them succeed? But there is a platform whereby, you understand, you succeed, but you can also help other people to succeed along together with you. You understand? And not many platforms they can give you this. So I'm really proud to tell you guys, okay, think big, okay? Think beyond the box. We cannot do the same activities our grandfathers were doing and expect different results. We have to change our mindset. We have to change and think and grow globally. How do we grow globally? Because growing globally, you only need one instrument that is called internet. And you only need one company that has been surviving for 24 years, breaking all the records, okay? Having partnership with great organizations like Manchester City, you understand? And this is amazing because Manchester City, let's be honest, okay, is a big brand, you understand? Is a big brand, is one of the richest club all over the world. And these people, to work together with QNet is not something small. They have checked the company, they have understand the vision of the company, they have understand how the company is contributing to the community. That's why they become partners for the past 8 years. And guess what? We're going to become partners for the next 8 years, for the next 8 years, because we have the same spirit, changing and making the change in the society. And where the change begins with you. Don't say the change begins with them, the change begins with you. Life will never change if you don't change. They say life is not changing by chance. Life is changing by a change. You have to change life to change. You understand? So don't copy and paste just because everyone is doing this. You understand? Everyone is employed and you go to that area. You understand? Number one, if you want to know, go calculate how much they achieve and how much impact they make to other people. So if you don't see it, don't go blindly in life. There is an opportunity, you understand? This is not an employment, this is an opportunity which you can do it at any convenient time of yours, and you can build it globally, you understand? And you can build it globally and big and louder, because we have experience and we will guide you and we can do it together. So have the dreams together with you. Because if you start any journey and you don't have the purpose why you're starting this journey, of course you will fail. You understand? Many people, they fail because they don't have the purpose where they're starting. They don't even know why they should use aircraft today instead of using bicycle. So if you don't know even why you should use an aircraft to go to UK and not bicycle, eventually you will not know the value of aircraft. You will eventually go to the bicycle and think that you can ride a bike and reach UK. So number one, many people, they fail in life because they don't have understanding. When you have the clear understanding, despite the ups and downs, you will hold on. That is how it is. We tell people, okay, to become successful, you have to be patient. But you can never be patient to something you don't have knowledge. So even in life, many people, they are not patient because they don't have knowledge about life. And they give up so easily. So for you not to give up so easily, get the understanding about the season we are in, about the opportunity you are being introduced, about the network marketing, about the platform of today. Get the knowledge. And when you get the knowledge, that is where the confidence will lays. No knowledge, no confidence. And we are here to provide all the knowledge and the confidence. So I believe you make the right choice. I believe you become the warrior. I believe you stand for what you believe. I believe you understand the changes. Don't follow the mass. And don't expect, when you listen to the world will never listen to you. But when you start to listen to yourself, then the world will listen to you. So thank you very much, guys. I believe it has been helpful. And until next time, it's me. Ciao.